Hi there VC, it's Steve Whitty here, and this video is a contest entry to Black Stars Vinyl's 50 subs contest, one and done. Now, Rob has only been on the VC for a short while, but has been very prolific in his videos, and I've actually seen some great stuff that he's purchased and shown. Very enthusiastic, particularly in his metal. Now, he's decided to, when he reached 50 subs, that he would have a contest. And it looks like it's been a great success because he seems to be generating more subscribers. He's now currently at 90, so he's not far from the 100. So whether he'll do another 100 contest, do a 100 subs contest, I don't know. This contest has been running for a while, and it's taken me a little bit of a while to have a think about this. I've had to really dig into my collection a little bit and do a little bit of research to see what classes one and done. But I think I've got 8 that varied music styles, and I hope that you guys like it, like my choices. So the first one up is, I've shown this before in another contest, Andy Cloudy Milers contest. This is 3, and the band 3, which was Keith Emerson, Carl Palmer, and Robert Berry. And they just made this one album, 3 to the Power of 3, released 1988 on the Geffen label. It's very much of its time, trying to be prog, but with an 80s feel to it. And on top of that, I will give an honourable mention to Emerson, Lake and Powell, which was another one and done album. The next choice came out in 1994, I think. 1994, no, 2004, 2005. This is Dogs Die in Hot Cars, and the album Please Describe Yourself. Quite popular, the band was at the time. I had a couple of minor hit singles with God Hopping, and probably I Love You 'Cause I Have To, which was their best known song. Got a lot of airplay on Six Music at the time. I would describe them very indie pop. I would say poor man's Kaiser Chiefs. In a way, that's how I would describe them. Very similar to them. But they did the one album, and then suddenly they split up. And that was the end of them. My next choice dates back to 1990, and this is the band No Sweat. They were a band that came out of Ireland, and they had a lot of hype towards them, primarily because there was a link, because Joe Elliott's Def Leppard produced their first single, Heart and Soul. There were great things predicted for them, very melodic hard rock band. It didn't take off. I mean, I brought the album on the back of the song Tear Down the Walls, which I just think is great. The album itself wasn't too bad, but because I think there was a lot of hype surrounding them, it sort of crashed down a little bit, and they were dropped by the record label. So a bit of a shame, but these things happen. The next band, the Seahorses, Do It Yourself. Now, the Seahorses were it was the John Squire at Stone Rose's next project, first project, and he put together a band featuring Stuart Fletcher on bass, Chris Helm on vocals, acoustic guitar, and Andy Watts on drums. And pretty much the band fell apart pretty much as soon as this came out. Andy Watts was sacked, as a lot of drummers do, basically because the timing problems, I think. And pretty much John Squire pretty much lost interest in it, and he left not long afterwards. So it was Chris Helm really just sort of flogging a dead horse, so to speak, and pretty much they seen it split up soon after. Best known track is Love Is the Law, which was the debut single, though I do have a soft spot for Blinded by the Sun. A probably surprising choice for a one and done is Jim Steinman's Back for Good. Now, he recorded this in between where I don't suppose he fell out where he fell out with Meatloaf as such. There were tensions, but after Bat Out Hill, and Meatloaf lost his voice. He had bad throat problems, and so Jim Steinman, basically with an album worth of songs, decided to put them out himself. Rock and Roll Dreams Come Through was the single. This was top 10 in the UK. It was very popular. I remember seeing Steinman produce Love. What was it? Love and Death on an American Guitar on Old Grey Whistle Test. This is the only album he put out in his name. He may put his name to like show soundtracks and whatever shows, or wrote for Meatloaf, but for himself, this was the only album. That's the CDs sorted. So next, I'm going to look at a couple of the rest of the vinyl. Next choice, this single by the Tornadoes, Telstar, classic single, released in 1962 to sort of like as a tribute to the Telstar satellite, which beamed moving images across from the United States to Britain. Now, we take these things for granted, but it's such a great big technological. I'm pretty sure you can see on YouTube when the image came through. It only lasted for about a minute or so, and then it faded away. The Telstar went up, and then just disappeared into orbit. The single itself was produced by Joe Meek, groundbreaking producer, who produced it basically in his bedsit, for want of a better word. They released their debut album. They released one album, which was Away From It All. I've had to refer to Wikipedia for this, in 1963. And then pretty much that was it. They kept going in various guises, doing cabaret and whatever. But it never released another album until they did a private pressing, but nowhere near the band. So I'm going to class that as one and done, because that lineup pretty much done. 30 odd years in between albums to me is one and done. Seventh choice is The Power Station, which consisted of Robert Palmer, John Taylor, Tony Thompson, and Andy Taylor. And this is pretty much, it was sort of like where the Taylors had a hiatus from Duran Duran. They got Robert Palmer involved, and Tony Thompson from Chic. It was Bernardo Edwards from Chic produced the album. Very good album, actually. But as soon as it came out, Robert Palmer jumped ship, and they never really carried it on through. You could say it's just a one-off album anyhow, but it's a one and done album. Not a bad album. Some Like It Hot, the main single. Great version of Get It On, Bang a Gong, the T-Rex song. Excellent. And my final choice is something I've shown a few weeks back in my too recent haul. It's the Headboys, the band from Scotland. Big single, Shape of Things to Come. Unfortunately, it never wasn't a great success, and they were dropped, and the band split up soon after. There is a retrospective album of recordings that came out, which came out about 2001, but I'm classing this as my one and done. So, out of which records would I recommend? And it's a tough one here, but I'm actually going to go for Jim Steinman's Bad for Good. I think it's worth checking out. Yes, you'll hear Meatloaf might do them better, but I think it's not a bad album. I'd say actually, Headboys is not a bad one. Seahorses, you could recommend Seahorses. I would also probably say the Headboys as well. So those are my recommendations. So there, Rob. I hope you liked the entry. I hope everybody else liked my entry as well. If you watch this and you haven't subscribed to Rob, I'll dig out the link and put that on the channel on my video. So there you go, VC. So until the next time, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, I'll reply back to you. And if you're new to the channel, you've made an entry and you're watching Rob's channel, you're watching my channel for the first time with the entry, feel free to subscribe. It'd be gratefully appreciated. So until the next video, take care. Bye.